A San Antonio company now has 52 days to prove to Corpus Christi city leaders that it has the funding to build and run a sports complex on the south side.
But as 6 Investigates reported last year, SQH Sports and Entertainment doesn't really have any experience in that field. And another 6 Investigates report revealed the city planned to lease the property out off the Crosstown extension to them for just $1 a year, even though it's worth millions of dollars. Our Seth Kovar is now following this story, and he says the city council has laid out a timeline for the developer. Seth.
Yeah, of course, Lee, plans for the sports complex have been in the works for 6 years, but tonight city council members approved that timeline. It's a series of milestones that SQH must meet, and it starts January 3rd, when the company will have to show me the money. It's just a field right now, but if SQH Sports and Entertainment can meet a series of milestones over the next year and a half, the result will be a multi-million-dollar sports complex.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
The proposed site sits in Councilmember Roland Barrera's district. The complex could mean millions of dollars in tourist money, sports teams coming here to play. But Barrera says local families will benefit too. Families who can't afford to put their kids on expensive traveling teams to expose them to college recruiters.
It brings that market to us so that students have the same opportunity to be able to, those student athletes can compete at a higher level.
First, though, SQH has to prove it has the funding to build and run the complex by January 3rd. That might be a little easier thanks to a little downsizing. At one point, the company was looking to build on 203 acres. The new agreement the city council approved tonight calls for much less land.
I think that's by us moving and setting these hard milestones, particularly just starting with the 67 acres. It places a little bit more confidence in it.
Even though 6 years after it was first proposed, SQH's playing fields are still just fields.
I have to commend them for their persistence.
Now, whether or not that persistence pays off is yet to be seen. If SQH can prove that it has the funding by January 3rd, the next milestone is getting all the complex's utilities approved by May 1st. There are then 4 more benchmarks, including construction beginning and ending, and play ball by April of 2022. Lee?
All right, thank you very much, Seth. Now, the City Council will take a second vote on this new agreement at its next meeting, and with no votes against it today, it's very likely to be approved.